Let me say at the very outset that the Parliament of Sierra Leone is not a corrupt institution. Still less, the second most corrupt institution in Sierra Leone.
The Speaker of the Salone Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Chernobundu, not been waste time for denied Tranga one allegation of corruption inside two perception survey reports them from the Institute for Governance Reform (IGR) with Afrobarometer and the Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law (CAL). We say some Salone people think say Parliament na the second most corrupt institution na the country. The Speaker of Parliament take the opportunity for respond to the two reports them with one blow inside one press conference with the Salone Parliament called Wednesday, September 30. Indeed, the Speaker of Parliament been fire back the two civil society organization them. We don't make the leadership of Parliament not get waste for sidom and even confidence for worker with the aid up high in the public because of the perception survey report them. We come out na do but 1 month now. Dr. Abbas Chernobundu be make am clear say Parliament gets the power from the Salone 1991 Constitution Act number 6 for make law for the country in peace and development, for look inside the work what the executive they do, and Parliament no doubt na the lifeblood of the country in democracy from up to down. So the Speaker confirm with no doubt back say for sake of this, Parliament not forget corrupt people them at all, but where the perception survey report them now we say Parliament corrupt. This na the big question with the Speaker of Parliament being forced confront for answer.
Therefore, for Parliament to be accused of corruption, it must of necessity be viewed as committing a crime analogous to treason, the crime of betraying one's country. It strikes at the very heart of our central nervous system, and that must never be taken lightly. In such circumstances, Parliament must either emerge triumphant or atrophy.
As you hear, the Speaker of Parliament say this na the biggest charge or quarterdeck with Parliament don't ever get from where they make them. And during this term inside the committee room number 1, even if pin drop, you will hear the sound with the Speaker of Parliament. They take in term for put in word them together for pull Parliament in name and shame where it don't look there now.
We also know that our accusers are all men made of stanner stuff and occupy a special place in society. Precisely because of this, we, the accused, must hold them and them alone to bear the undivided onus of proof. And the evidence they must adduce must be of unimpeachable quality. And the standard of proof cannot be anything less than the highest possible standard. That is to say, proof beyond all reasonable doubt. Indeed, the standard of proof must be commensurate with the crime charged. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall settle for nothing less, because it is time we made it pellucidly clear to all our citizenry that in our present dispensation, there is no more free license to defame and slander, to curse and abuse, no more room for careless talk, no more room to exploit the public at will. Indeed, no more room to talk and act with impunity. Enough is enough.
The Speaker of Parliament not be make am clear as to wetin it means say no more room for careless talk and how Parliament plan for get the proof we want from the two civil society organization them. We don't report say Parliament corrupts. But if no more English na been bullet or bomb for kill, even the House of Parliament, who the Speaker of Parliament, been they make this speech, been for don't collapse and turn to dust because the Speaker been use common and book sense, where it dress fine inside first term Tranga Cambridge English for massacre the two corruption perception survey reports them.
This fifth Parliament wishes it to be known that it registers its utmost objections to the allegations of corruption leveled at it by CAL and IGR for the following reasons. First, both the so-called surveys lack substance. They are based on public perception and not reality. And we say clearly and loudly that public perception is not enough a basis for an indictment of corruption. Second, the perception is that of a very few, some might even say infinitesimal, number of people who mostly reside in the urban areas of our country. Not of the multitudes who reside and toil daily in the rural areas.
As he been the talk with all confidence, we plenty people know him for, the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Cherno-Bundu, in voice been the tranga as he be the carry on for flag and weaken the two reports them, where IGR and CAL pull against the Salone Parliament say na the second most corrupt institution na Salone. Listen to the reason them, where the Speaker give for show say, it's not possible for make member them of Parliament be people them way corrupt.
Members of Parliament are neither vote controllers nor responsible for the development of their constituencies. Their function is to scrutinize and pass the national budget each year, from which funds are appropriated to ministries, departments, and agencies of government and local councils, who are then required to undertake development projects in their various constituencies. This is precisely why I purposely changed the nomenclature of the meager amounts given to MPs to constituency facilitation allowance. That is to say, to facilitate interaction between MPs and their constituents from the previous Constituency Development Fund, which was a complete misnomer.
He asked for make you not believe the Speaker of Parliament as he been taken term for was the name of the Salone Parliament clean inside this press conference as you hear him. But although the Speaker of Parliament say the Salone Parliament not corrupt, the Member of Parliament where they represent constituency 03 na Kailaun district, Honorable Indolo Moiwo Givao, give one interview to the BBC this BNTM where he confirm say na true say them as MP them na the Salone Parliament most of the time don't take bribe by Connie and in no shame for Tokam.
It behoves you to be very honest and say the truth. So I cannot shy away from the fact that there is corruption in Parliament. People that are being nominated by the President to go to Parliament for approval. I know for sure for pre-legislative hearing, yes, line ministries do come with monies that is being given to parliamentarians that attend. It's still public knowledge that during budget hearing, we parliamentarians do ask line ministries to bring forth monies before we could hear them, or if they don't come with monies, we will withhold their budgets and the like.
Right now, Honorable Indolo Moiwo Givao, when I've been the chairman for the Legislative Committee at the Salone Parliament, don't lost this imposition as the leadership of Parliament don't pull this position in hand, and according to the Speaker of Parliament, more disciplinary action than a word for Honorable Givao. The Speaker of Parliament been end in statement with something like threatening remarks to the civil society organization them. Most want them, we want venture for talk about the work with Parliament they do.
To the civil society organizations similarly involved in making frivolous and and unsubstantiated allegations against Parliament. I would advise that they take full notice now, together with their financial backers, that appropriate steps will soon be taken by Parliament to redeem its good name and reputation.
But when he be talk to journalists them after this press conference, and Lavali say he not feel threatened at all by waiting the speaker say.
We do not feel flustered, we do not feel threatened at all. I think the bond of oversight, because Parliament, civil society and you, the media, really need to work hand in gloves to ensure that there is stronger oversight of government. If any one of those arms, if Parliament is weak, we will not be deterred to say that Parliament is weak. If the media is weak, we will not be deterred to say that the media is weak. In this case, we have spoken to people. Carl spoke to people. The Institute for Governance Reform and the Afrobarometer, they spoke to people. The people of Sierra Leone are saying that in the rank of public institutions, Parliament, in their view, it ranks second in corruption. You cannot fight that. What we need to do now is to sit down and they ask our questions. Why are people saying that? How do we correct it for the better? We cannot choose to fight it. If we continue to fight it, we'll lose the challenge of addressing poverty, we'll lose the challenge of addressing cohesion, we'll lose the challenge of addressing national accountability.
This not just part 1 of 3-part series report with Gbla TV Online. They do forsake a corruption allegation against the Salone Parliament, and the response to the Salone Parliament self-don't give to this allegation for clean a name and pulling self and shame from waiting the public they think bottom. For Salone Parliament, I on Gbla TV Online. Mina Abdullah Gbla the report.